Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As you can tell, today's video is going to be a little bit different. I don't have any discs in my hands. There's no baskets in the background. We are going to do a recap of over 100 course reviews. Now let's go toss some plastic. Today we are going to go down memory lane of some of our best moments here on Tossing Plastic, some of our worst moments, some amazing shots, some aces, ace runs, and of course, some of those first availables. Throughout this video, I will tell you guys a little bit more about myself, a little bit of my background, but first things first, we are going to go all the way back to the first video I filmed on the channel at Bayville. It took me about 4 different trips to try to get the courage to film it. I was very nervous, and we're gonna go to the first things that I said on the tee pad, and I'll be honest, even to this day, I think it was some of the most legendary words that I've ever said. And I know what you're thinking. Hunter, where did you get shorts that cool? Well, my mom got them for me. Plus, they're good luck. They're my birdie shorts. Get it? Because in disc golf, if you... Now, starting the channel off in Virginia was very difficult. These were not my home courses. They were not local places that I knew anything about. I went in there completely blind. I didn't know much about making videos. I didn't understand how important a quick walkthrough was. So it was very challenging, and it was definitely a way to just jump in head first. Now, the reason I started in Norfolk is because my sister, who is in the United States Navy, had to go on a pretty extensive training mission, and she needed someone to come watch her animals. She was stuck in a hard spot. She could not find anyone to do it. So I agreed to it, went down, brought the camera, and just gave it a shot. Now let's rewind the tape a little bit and look at some of our best shots after playing 100 courses. Oh my... Oh... Let's go. Are you kidding me? Let's go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's go. That's an ace. We will take that. We needed it. Let's frickin' go. Oh, yeah. We got through it. Oh, we just hit the top of the basket. Oh, my goodness. Let's go! Are you kidding me? Let's go. Skip up there. Oh! Oh my goodness. Did you guys hear that? Oh my... Did that stay in? Did that stay in or did that chain out? There's no way that things have transpired like this. Oh, settle down. Oh my, we just hit another ace. Crash left. Crash left. Oh my, did I just ace that? God, I think I just aced the wrong hole. Oh my goodness. Fortunately, with filming over 100 different courses, we have caught some pretty amazing shots on camera, some throws that I will remember probably for the rest of my life, but also with what comes with that is some of the worst shots I have ever had. Some absolutely brutal first availables, crazy tree kicks, and a whole lot more. Oh boy. Yep, right into the trees. Let's get started. Oh, that hurt. Well, at least I'm hiding my frustration well. Back-to-back tree hits. Not a good look for the brand. Worked out great if you ask me. My goodness, I feel like some of the discs in my bag are still hurting over some of those shots. Now, I grew up in a small town in Belmont, Michigan, and how us Michiganders do it, I'm right about here. We're right about in the middle of the state off by Lake Michigan. Throughout my life, I played a handful of different sports. I was always very competitive, but disc golf came into it at a much later date, well into my adult years, and it has supplied some of the funniest moments in my life. So now let's take a second and look back at some of them. See guys, this is the stuff I'm always telling you about. If you get chased by a wolf here at Paw Paw, you put a habanero in its mouth. Reason number 14 why you always carry a pocket habanero. I would show you guys mine, but surprisingly, hole 3, wolf. You know what didn't happen? It didn't eat me. Why? Pocket habanero. After the last tick I pulled out of me, I've been tasting colors. I haven't slept for 5 days, and I just realized that my dog that's been going with me from course to course playing these rounds has never existed. So if any of that seems of concern to you, please let me know. At all times, everyone should always carry with them a pocket hot dog that is bite ready. I learned this piece of advice from a guy I met behind a 7-Eleven. He went by Muskmelon. Hear me out, guys. I think we're throwing that way. I'll be completely honest with you guys. 100% that was the wrong basket we just threw to, but it wouldn't be a tossing plastic video if I didn't throw out the wrong basket at least once. But we have hole 12, 200 and hole 15, 290 feet. I don't think I'm on hole 15. Hole 13, 209 feet, basic. Do you mind? You know, like everything's falling apart. I watched that footage back, and when it played the sound of the rooster, it started a turf war, I think. So we got hole 13. So this is bulk storage for when your ramen noodles go on sale. You know what I mean? Because sometimes at full price, they're just too expensive. So when they go on sale, boom, you're stocked up. This should get me through the week. Yep, that'll do. That's perfect. And as you guys can tell, all of my friends came out to meet me here at my first filming back in Michigan. Check them out. But there's about 10 million gnats that have been following me around all day. Every time I take an inhale, all I taste is gnat. Like that's it, just gnats. I'm eating gnats, regularly eating gnats throughout the day. It's rather barbaric, to be honest with you, and it's a bold choice considering at this point he's down to like 4. Like in total, he has 4 fingers left. Hole 6, golly. What do you think of baskets tucked up on these really steep hills? The rollaways can be quite intense, and needless to say, I'm not a fan of them at all. Listen, a guy just walked past with one shoe on, short shorts, hot pink, this mustard yellow sweatshirt, Eskimo hat, and one glove, and he called me weird. Yeah, I gotta live with that. I gotta live with that, and I accept it. We did kind of argue about it, but he's right. I do think I'm the one that is more weird. So when you finish up hole 5, I do not think you have to cross the bridge of questionable decisions. So we're gonna backtrack it and go find hole 6. And this is reason number 13. I tell everybody to always leave your grapple at home, only use it for emergencies. Yep. Oh no. Craig, just leave. I'm done. Just take the van and go. I'm calling it, you know what I mean? It's been a good ride. This is it now. From the moment that I decided that I wanted to try to do this, I wanted to come into it way differently. I wanted all of my focus to be on the production and the viewer experience. Now, from the very beginning, I spent a long time just learning how to make tracers. They are very difficult, by the way. And I wanted to implement comedy with the whole 9 breaks and the cutaways and great reoccurring themes like Greta and good old Craig. The goal of my channel was to make a well-polished 20 to 30 minute video that anyone could sit down after a long week of work or stress or anything else that might be going on in life, have a couple laughs, and just enjoy your time. But with Michigan having the hardcore weather that it does, I knew I was gonna have to take the channel on the road, and what came with that was a lot of upside, but also a lot of struggle. So now we're gonna look back at some of those. But we are hunkered down for the night in a grocery store parking lot. Unfortunately, with van lifing, these are the downsides of it. You have a lot of these kind of lonely nights. There is a lot of positives, but the negatives do seem to hit a bit harder sometimes. Tried to prop it up on this bench to give you guys a really cool angle, and it was a really cool angle. So was the bench I tried to put it on. Here's my tripod, and I've completely snapped all of the sides. Oh, we tried. Well guys, on hole 8, it happened. The tripod has officially broke again. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to save it. I feel like it's been a long time since a video has just gone well. Like anything for the channel has just been a nightmare for the last like 2 weeks. We had that huge cold snap roll through where it was about 14 degrees every morning, and I would wake up, my electronics were dead, my water was frozen. I'll be honest, through that time, I really thought about just kind of hanging the towel up, call it a day. It felt like everything I was trying to do was just going wrong. Now, my entire working life up until this point, I was in construction. I got my first job when I was 15 years old, walking next door to the neighbor's house, all the way up to starting and building my own business. Now, it is quite the radical turn to go from over a decade of working in construction to then trying to make disc golf YouTube videos. It still sounds absolutely crazy to hear that coming out of my mouth, but I had a passion and I wasn't gonna let anything stop me from pursuing it. So at that moment, I just grabbed my life savings and I hit the road. But for me to be transparent with you guys, I'm not sure how long Tossing Plastic will survive. I will continue to dump all of my effort and energy into it, trying to make the videos better in hopes that the channel will grow enough to be able to support me and big old Greta there on the road. But most importantly, I wanna say thank you. I wanna say thank you to every one of you that watch my videos, leave a comment. I love chatting with you guys after every video post to see what you have to say and have some conversation back and forth. Unfortunately, along my travels, I have been able to meet quite a few of you guys, and let me tell you something, it has been an absolute blast. That's the awesome thing about disc golf. It can be enjoyed by people of all different ages, all different stages in life. We come in all different sizes, but we're all here for one reason, and that's to have a good time. What advice would you give people entering the sport today?
Don't take it so serious.
Nah.
People get out there and think, you know, just so serious, and it just takes the fun right out of it.
Yeah.
Not everybody's a winner.
Just grab some discs and get you some beer.
Have fun.
Play.
I'm gonna go toss some plastic.
Yeah, go
Yep.
toss some plastic.
And have fun at it.
And play different courses. That's what's fun. Go to different places and play.
Yeah, you meet a lot of people.
Don't just play the same place all the time.
Yeah, we've met a lot of people through the years.
Yeah.
from all over.
And that wraps up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as much as I did making it. And hey, as a side note, for anyone who doesn't like the fact that I don't play with OBs or I might not follow all of the disc golf rules in the world, guess what? Unless you see my name next to yours on a card entering a tournament, which you won't, don't worry about it. Let me enjoy the game how I want to enjoy the game. Now get outside and go toss some plastic.